Hey everyone, I'm Dark Skye, and today we are back in StarRupture, a sci-fi survival automation journey. If you enjoy the story-driven survival runs like this, please consider leaving a like and subscribe so you don't miss the final stretch. Big thanks goes out to the developer for sponsoring the series and providing a key to the channel. Today, everything narrows to a single objective: unlocking the chemical blueprint. This one technology has been holding us back from the final phase of the story and access to the planet engine itself. Every resource line we stabilized now determines whether we can survive what comes next and push this world to its end. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be heading over there. You can kind of see it way back there in the distance. It looks like there's a almost like a castle or something way back there in the back. I believe that's where I'm going to be able to find my my chemical blueprint that I require for us to move forward. It's the only thing that's currently is holding me back. If we look in here, so here we have to get the power cell. We need this power cell to get into the engine, into the planet engine. So we need to be able to make these the chemicals, which is just this right here. And then for this one, you can see this is just we have to unlock the chemicals, which would be great. But then we have to get the sulfuric acid. But to make sulfuric acid requires me to have chemicals. And then down here, I would end up unlocking a hardening agent. And then I do the chemicals and the sulfuric acid, and I would get the super magnet. So unlocking that as well. And then as far as the mega press, we would be unlocking the battery once we got the sulfuric acid, which we need the chemicals to unlock. And then there's the turbine, which I haven't found yet, and the electromagnetic coil I haven't found yet. We should be able to make the super magnet, and we'll be able to make the pressurized helium. And we are currently in the process of making the nozzle. You can see it's one of 200 at the moment. And then later on, we'll be able to make this pump. So I'm kind of curious what we're going to be doing with the pump. It says crafted in the mega press. All right. So, but we have everything else pretty much unlocked. It really just comes down to right now is for us to getting this, the chemicals. Once we get those chemicals, I think that's really going to open it up, and we're going to see more of the end game at that point. So it looks like we are just about to hit another StarRupture. So I think I'm going to wait on this one here before I venture out into the unknown. But I have a little bit of an idea where we need to go. So hopefully we'll be able to go out there, get what we need, get back, start setting up that chemicals, and then we'll go from there. And then if on the map here, this is currently where I'm located right here, and I think the chemicals is going to be like right out here somewhere. Once we get the chemicals, this is the planet engine is right here, sealed entrance. So once we get this unlocked, we should be able to get in there and be able to finish out the storyline and continue on from that point. So that should be interesting. All right, everything is slowly cooling off here. We're about ready to head out. I knew that StarRupture was just upon us there, so I thought I'd wait for that to happen before we headed out. But let's head out now. So there's a city or something up here that we have to work our way through. I was kind of checking out the area with my drone. I could see that this whole area over here was all had a big old red square around it, making it so you couldn't build anything in this area. So I figured once that cleared out, we could get over here and start headed to the next area. Now I believe it's on the back end of this this base here, so we just have to continue past this base, and I believe it's up in there. I mean, I could see it in the distance, so Just a matter of being able to see it in the distance now. Oh, this is interesting. Let me see here. Where are we? We are right there. So it should be like this way, I believe. Huh? Yeah. It's quite a ways over here, so it's a little bit of a run to get to it. I can see it off in the distance out there. It's just up on top of this this cliff thing over here that we're gonna have to try to figure out how to get up. Let's go this way. Now these, if we get stuck over here with all the little critters and monsters and all that, all the aliens in this area are like super tough. So we'll probably end up dying if we don't end up getting to our destination. Now we can do our little slide bit if we're on a hill, and that'll bring back some of our stamina and everything. I think that's where I want to be, is right there. Yep, I think that's it. There we go. Ooh, infection up in this area, huh? Oh, that's not good. So we need to find where this is. Oh, here we go. Maybe this is it. Oh, there's chemicals. That's exactly what I needed. All right, cool. Let's get out of here. So we got to beat this direction here. Ooh, we finally got chemicals. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Oh yeah. Well, I tell you, that was a toughie to get. So now we just got to be able to get back before we end up getting swarmed to death. Because this is still a pretty nasty area. We're back here near the what is it? The planet engine. So let me see here. Looks like we're coming up. Well, we got a little bit of a run ahead of us here, but if we continue on the straight path, we should end up running into our first base. And once we get to our first base, we should pretty much be home free at that point. Got to get through this little base over here. This is a really nasty place. It always has like my base that's kind of close to this is always fighting all the big critters and everything that come out of this area. So gotta fight through this, or not fight through this, but get through this before everything spawns. I tell you, when we're running across our base, and if the base is all energized and whatnot, we can continually run all the time without stopping, and that's pretty nice. But when we're on the land like this, like we're doing now, it's a little bit on the tougher side. All right, so we ended up making it back to our first base. We should be able to load the chemicals on, and we'll get to see what we need thought there was critters. I guess it's just the sound of my guns doing its movement. Alrighty, let's go in here. Let's unlock chemicals. There we go. So it takes a furnace to do it, and so we should probably head back to our main base. We got a bunch of little bases here for just doing a little reconnaissance work and whatnot, but yeah, we get back to our main base here, and then we'll be able to go from there. This is all a sulfur area. It might be a good spot for us to do the sulfuric acid in this spot, because it's at least 7 different nodes there, and then we have the calcium right here. And then we also have the titanium is nearby. It's like over in this area somewhere. And then there's also the wolfram. So I mean, we have like 4 resources that are really close by to us. Okay, so we made it to that base now. Let's see if we can't make it to our next base here. So yeah, you can see we have wolfram is right there. Up there is helium, and then off in the distance out there, that's titanium. So I mean, we have pretty much every resource we need right here. So I mean, if we wanted to, we could just set up a big base here, have it process everything known to man, and then go from there. But problem is, when those bases get big, do they start like lagging like there ain't no tomorrow? Damn. Even my big base, I've been trying to bring it back a little bit, not to have it quite so big as it is. You know, for the big base, if when it starts lagging, and I tell you, it's like you're stuck in one spot for like a good 5 minutes, like just waiting for it, waiting to move, just waiting to move. Okay, so let's get back over here. We'll look at the furnace and see what it is that we need to unlock to get start pumping out chemicals. I think all I needed is the to be near a sulfur area, which we could go to my helium base and be able to get that all knocked out. But let me see here what we got. Oh, so we need synthetic silicone, wolfram powder, and helium. Okay, and then we can make our chemicals. All right, cool. Yeah, I can do that. No problem. Got another base over here that I think I can build a lot of that on. I think I already have a lot of those resources coming to that base too. So win-win. All right, so here's where I have the synthetic silicone, and then it was recommending, what was it? Said the silicone, we need helium. So we got silicone here, we got helium is right here, and then the only thing we need is that the wolfram powder, which will probably be up top up there. So we can always run that back down here to this base. And I believe I'm getting pretty close here. This is a red area, so I'll probably have to kind of work my way around that. But let's see here. If we do this here, let's get rid of the gun. Don't need the gun anymore. So what I want to do is, I want to do Z, and let's do that. Ooh, that's like right on the red spot too. Oh, and we just went red, so we have to go fill up the base. Okay, let's do that, and let's go and put another turbine or two up to power the base up. Okay, so what I want to do here is I've got let's see, I want to do that, and let's bring that out. All right, so what I want to do here is I can pick these up, and I want to put these like right in here. I'm thinking like right in there. No, let's do it right there actually. Yep, I see the wolfram powder is coming down the line right now. And so we're gonna have that that chemicals all connected. That's gonna be a beautiful thing. Now let me see here. We want to do is take this here, and let's put that right there, that there, and that there, and then I want to get rid of this one. And then I want to get this thing here, and let's put that right there. And let's see, can I run this into there? Yes, I can. Good. I want that go there. That one is going over there, and this one's going into there. All right, goody, goody, goody. We got it taken care of. I like it when a plan comes together. All right, you can see that I am slowly building up my chemicals. That's sweet. So right here, this is chemicals. So let's do this one for chemicals. And for this one, we need turbine. We need the nozzles. I think we're already working on that one. We need the valves on that one. Ooh, and we need electronics and hardening agent on that one. I do have electronics. Let's see. Here's electronics right here. Let's see if I can't just take that bad boy out of there. There we go. All right, got that one there, and fill in the hole. All right, and then we got this one here. Let's put this one over here. We want to plug that into there, and then we got see, which one is it? This one? Yes, this one. So there we go. Now we got electronics is pumping into that. We got this one here. Let's see if we can't pick up some of these chemicals. We're going to bring these back to our base, and we should be able to start unlocking the rest of the components we need. I think one of them was the nozzle, which is what I needed to unlock even more research. So we'll run over here. You'll notice that my energy isn't going down while I'm running on my platform here, but as soon as I go to this dynamic area, like right here, then it goes down. But then I'm back here on the flat, and it's right back to not losing energy. So that's I like that. That's neat. Keeps energy in me while I'm running. All right, so let's use this, and we'll get these out of the way. I'm at 58 right now, 65. Pretty decent. And then let me see here. If we look in here, we got the chemicals. We'll be able to get this power cell knocked out, and that should get us to go up into the planet engine, which will be nice because I think that is end game right there. We need sulfuric acid to do the hardening agent. All right, so and then on this one here, I need the sulfuric acid. It says it's done in a refinery, and I believe that I need the helium and I need sulfur. I put those together and I get the sulfuric acid. What did we get over here? This is only 131. Maybe I'll build over here, huh? Okay, looking pretty good. What I'm thinking of doing here is I'm going to build over here on this this side here, and I should be able to get some more machines running and everything like that. All right, so now that I have these machines set up, it was saying that I needed to do like a furnace or something. Let me look to see what kind of machine that I need to get to make the aspheric acid. Oh, I bet you it's made in a refinery, isn't it? I don't have one of I don't have one of those machines here. So let's see here. Here's a refinery. Okay, let's put it there, and then we'll run over there and look at it and see what we need. Okay, so for the sulfuric acid, I need sulfur ore and chemicals to make the sulfuric acid. That's not too bad. I already am making chemicals right now. I can bring in the bring that in if, let me see here. Yeah. So what I might be able to do is if I do this and I bring this out. Okay, and then if I was to make, see here, I want to do dispatcher, receiver. Yes, receiver, that's what I want to make. And so I want to do this one here. Oh, I hate that when you come get close to your guy with the little robot, and it kind of sucks you in. So on this side is 231, and on this side is, well, also 231. All right, so if I go into here, I want to do is I want this to be sulfur. Sulfur receiver. Ooh. Receiver. There we go. So that one's gonna access it, and then this one here is gonna bring in the sulfur, but I still need the chemicals, which happen to be all the way over there. So let me see if I can bring that around here. There we go. So we should be starting to see resources now popping across over here. There it is. I see them. They're bringing the chemicals over here. They're coming up over on this thing. Just trucking away. It's actually kind of cool. It looks like it just going right up. It's like a Rio de Janeiro, statue up there or something, you know. All right, so now it's bringing it over here, and it'll put it in this machine. I need to make I need one of these machines right here, so I might pick that up. Boy, look at that. On this side here, was it this side? No, it's not until I get over here. Yeah, when I get over there, it's 825. I keep it on this side. Just try to keep it on this side here, and it keeps it nice and low, which is perfect. What we want. I don't want it up real high like that. And then what I'm going to do is take this wire and let's put that across there, and we'll have a sulfuric acid. Nice. But we need to get up there and set down a transmitter to transmit the sulfuric acid down here, and then we should be able to start processing that. All right, so we managed to make it up to my helium base just before we ended up being hit by a rupture. So had to jump in there and wait it out. But now that it's over, let's see if we can't go down here to where the sulfur is all being processed. I don't think it's this base here. I think it's that base off in the distance right there. I believe that's my my sulfur. So we'll run over to here to this one, and I guess I'm going to take out that refinery. I don't really need it there, but I do need to put a transmitter out there so I can transmit some of the sulfur back to my main base. So let's get rid of this guy here. Okay, so now that we have that, we have the sulfur is pumping in right there. I believe I have most of that already taken care of. Now I just need to send this out. Let's see, we need this one here, and we need a dispatcher. That's what I want. So let's do that there. And then I want to transmit out the sulfur ore, and we want it to the sulfur receive. I guess like that's not going to help it there, is it? So I'll probably have to do it from this side here. There we go. Awesome. Okay, let's rename this here. We'll call this the sulfur. We'll call it sulfur 1. I mean, if I wanted to, I guess I could set up another one of these bad boys over here, maybe. I don't know. Like that there. And if I did sulfur again, I could send that out like that. And then, let me see here. I get one of these. Then we get rid of this. Let me do the robot thing. It's much easier to look around. Hook all this stuff in quickly. There we go. Nice. So now both of those machines are connected. They're both, let's see, I want to change this one. We'll call this one sulfur 2. So this one's set to sulfur, and that one's also set to sulfur. So now they're going to both process the sulfur to my destination. You can see I have all these machines here that are processing all the sulfur, so that's great. So let's head out of here. We'll head back. You can see the little drone guys go up, but they just shoot up in the sky. I thought they would, go to my other base. Okay, so now we'll just have to run back to the other base, to the main base, and we'll see that all this stuff is coming in, and I am starting to process the sulfur, sulfuric acid. Sorry, the sulfuric acid. Well, it'll start processing all that, and then we'll be able to go from there. So I will see you back at the main base. Okay, and so here we are. You can see that the sulfur's pumping in there, and then we have the chemicals are all pumping into this refinery. The refinery is pumping it out. You see the sulfuric acid is already capped out. Pretty nice. Let's go see if we can't plug this stuff in and unlock some more blueprints. Well, there's that one for 1,500, another 1,500, 1,500. A lot of 1,500s. Okay, so we can do the battery, start working on the battery, get the battery knocked out. And then we could do the super magnet and the hardening agent. I know we need those to unlock even more of the corporate stuff. And then once we get that, if we can get the chemicals, then we can start knocking out the power cell. You can see that there's something here blinking. Hey, look at that. We got the storage depot version 2. That's nice. And so now we need electronics and the hardening agent for the next one. It looks like that we already have that going on. And for this one here, we need the valve. I don't think we have that, but we do have the nozzle, and we'll soon have the battery knocked out. And then we don't have the turbine either. So we have the turbine and the valve is the only ones that I think we're missing. This one here is chemicals, so we are almost done. We get this one and the compounder, and then it's just the rest of this just LEM stuff. So not too bad. You can see that I'm knocking out like 3 different ones at the moment. So yeah, we're doing quite good. Let's go over here. Let's see if we can't grab the chemicals. See if there's any chemicals that are being stored in the box over here, and we'll be able to take those chemicals and turn that in. Hopefully, am I going to hear music or am I going to get a wave warning? Oh, music. Okay, good. All right, so we got this one here. Yeah, so that one there and that one. So we can't do those 2 right now, but we can knock out all 3 of these. Like we got some chemicals here. Let's see if we can't pick these up. Be able to plug that in and see what we get from that. Should be able to start knocking out all the new blueprints and stuff like that, and then we can. I think we end up getting a hardening agent pretty soon, so that's going to be super sweet. Let's see while I'm here. I might as well grab some more of this. There we go. Might even set up a couple of those storage units there so we can get a bunch of it all at once. Let me see here. So there we go. We finished out the furnace, looks like. Oh no, it's not finished. Oh no, yeah. Oh, I see. It just moved it down. It was the basic printer we finished out. All right, so we got that one. Now we can make the power cell, which means that we can get into the planet engine. And now just working on concentrate and get these done. We can get the battery one done. I know we're making this already, the nozzles, which will unlock the valve, but that's one of the ones we needed. And then I don't remember the electromagnetic coil, but I do remember the turbine being one of the ones that we needed as well. And then this one here, the turbine, nope, but the valve and the sulfuric acid would be able to knock that out. So that is pretty sweet stuff there. We got most of these at 100%. So we only have just these last 2. The furnace here just requires us to knock this out to get the hardening agent. And then we need a few more chemicals and more sulfuric acid, and we'll have the hardening agent and the super magnet done. So that is going to be sweet once we get that all taken care of. And then it's just a matter of going through here. And then after that, it's just these LEMs, and we're done with this corporation. We're maxed out. There is no more. It's just level 11, and that's it. This one here also goes to a level 11. We get more inventory space, a little bit more wind turbines. We get the basic core amplifier, not a big deal. Solar generator, I think we're doing pretty good with what we got. So pretty good on that one, on that front. And then this one here goes to the 11, and this one goes to 13 with the different storages. We also get a version 3 railing system. That'll be nice. But right now we just need electronics to knock that one out. This one is going to require the turbine, which will get the assembler. And then all that's left is the LEM. So, well, I don't know. We might try for the turbine. I don't know. I think the turbine is inside the engine, the planet engine. I'm not 100%, but I'm thinking it's got to be there because I haven't seen it on the little the game mapper thing site that I look at, it doesn't have the blueprint being able to get it. It looks like the whole hardening agent, the electromagnetic coil, all those are all together, and they look like they are they're like up here. They're up in this dark area right here. You have to get a key card or something, and then you'll be able to get it all. I imagine that's more the going to be the end game stuff. But I think that is going to do us for today. I appreciate you guys coming along. Definitely do more on the next episode. I believe the next episode is probably going to be the finale. So I don't want to miss out on that. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button and hit that like. Help me with my algorithm. I'd really appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you on our next video. You take care now, and bye-bye.